everybody, welcome back for another video. Like I said, if you saw my New Year's video, I'm trying to get us on a schedule, so I'm hoping to have this video out by Wednesday. It's currently Monday, so I'm trying. I have a lovely craft video. I don't know why I did this because you can't see what's all laid out in front of me yet, but soon you will. I need to not say And yes, I am wearing glasses. I've been at work all day, and I've been using the computer for pretty much all day, so I still have my glasses on. And my makeup's all messed up under there, so I'm just gonna leave them on for now, since you're gonna be looking at the table instead of me for the most part. But what I have for us is a bit of on the playful side and a bit of on the witchy side. So we're gonna have lots of fun, and all of this is fairly cheap. I'm probably not going to end up using everything that's actually like out in front of me, but you'll see it soon enough. But what we're going to do is a magical fairy garden. Now, since it's becoming spring and it's going to be summer and all that, and most of us have to redo our altars for spring and summer and Embolic and O-Star and all those, and if I'm saying those wrong, I'm sorry. That's just how we've always said them, so if I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. That's just what we've always done. That's how we've always said them, and I think I'm missing one more in there. But either way, you understand what I mean. A ladybug just hit me. Whoop. Okay, there was a moth or something just hit my neck. Okay. I saw a spider yesterday, so I'm a little freaked out just for a teensy bit. It had babies, and if y'all watch this channel, you know I don't do spiders. Anyways, I'm rambling on. But instead of just like the traditional fairy garden, which most of us do to try to, invite the good fairies in and stuff, because I've always been told that there's two types of fairies. There's the good ones and then there's the bad ones. So you want to try to have the good ones around and keep the bad ones away, kind of deal. I could be wrong. Those were the stories I grew up with, so those are the stories that I'm sticking with. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. We all have our own opinions. But as far as this little fairy garden, we're going to do a twist on it instead of just like the regular kind of fairy stuff. And I'm using for the most part, fake ingredients, because I have a real one outside that I tend to. But like I said, it's big and it's outside. Like it's pretty massive. It's like 3 foot tall-ish, made out of flower pots and everything. And then it encompasses like part of my flower bed. So I have a big one outside. But this is just going to be like a little one for my altar, and we're going to incorporate candles and crystals into this. So I'm going to pause the video to readjust it so you can see my table, and then we'll pick up from there. Okay, so I've got the camera readjusted, and everything that is laid out on my table for the most part I got in frame. I think there's just like a few little minor trinkets and stuff that I don't have in frame, but other than that, I got everything pretty much in frame so you can see what I'm going to be doing. Now, all of this stuff I actually did buy fairly cheaply at my local Dollar Tree. All the little, the little huts came from Dollar Tree, the sand, the flowers, the moss, even we have our little fairy figures. All of those actually came from Dollar Tree, including the candles that we're going to be using. I got vanilla scented, but you can use plain or you can use whatever you may be. Now, the crystals, of course, they are my own. So I already had these on hand. I was going to use my bigger ones, but I have a different plan for my bigger ones, so I'm just going to use my small ones for now. Okay, so I'm going to clear off the table a little bit, and then we can get started on working with our little pot that we're going to be using. It's not that big, so we're not going to have much room in here to work with, so I may not end up using all of these just for space sake. I may end up just using like little chairs and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see once we get started, and then I'll incorporate those at a later time. So let me just take the label out. And I'm not going to make this entirely perfect on the bottom, because you're not going to be able to see it. And yes, I have a little itty bitty trash can over here to put trash in. So there's that. And we're just going to kind of clean this up a little bit. Okay, I should have took all of the price tags off everything before I started recording. That would have been the smart thing to do. Okay, so there's that. And let's move and this is the moss that I'm using. It's like a floral moss, pretty much. And I think it's supposed to be I think it's just like regular preserved moss, really. So I've used it for a lot of crafts, and I really like this one. And the flowers that I'm going to be using are just your basic kind of hydrangea flowers. And then I think we have the narcissus, however you say those, the fake little flowers that we're going to try to implement in here. So there's those. We're just going to move those out of the way. And of course you're going to need a handy pair of scissors. But, okay, so here's a bowl. And the first thing I'm going to do is kind of fill it with sand a good bit, just to give me a base to work with and build on. And the one thing I like about Dollar Tree is their sand actually is sealed, so I can make a little slot in it however big I need it to be. So let's just go ahead and open this up just a teensy bit. I got 2 bags because I wasn't entirely sure if one was going to be enough. So I'm just going to fill the bottom. And we want to try and make this level, or as level as we can possibly get it. That way everything will sit flush in the way we need it to be. So I'm just going to even this out. Yeah. Yep, I'm glad I got 2 bags because I want mine to be up here a bit more. So I'm just going to open up the second bag. And I'm trying to keep the mess down to a minimum. That's why the little itty bitty trash can is in here. Okay, so we're just going to pour the sand in. And I think that's going to give me the height and stuff that I want. So, and I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm fighting a sinus cold. If y'all seen my past 2 videos, I have thusly informed y'all that I have been fighting a sinus cold. So that is why I sound funny. Okay, now from here, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to build from the center out. So what I'm going to do is take my candles and I'm going to open them. And I'm just going to, I want to place one in the middle. This is how I had it envisioned. I'm just going to kind of stick it in. And then I'm going to take out my crystals and try to get my big ones instead of my small ones. And this is like a mixed lot of crystals. So I've got some smoky quartz. I've got some amethyst in here. You know, I've got a few different little crystals. And I'm just trying to get the biggest ones out, and I'll let y'all see which ones I grab. So here, those are the ones that I'm going to be using. You can use whichever ones you have on hand or what you want for your altar. So, and all I'm going to do is just stick them in the sand and place them up. And we're just going to go all the way around the candle until we're happy with the placement. I'm trying to get it in the middle as much as I possibly can, honestly. So I'm just going to stick that in the sand. This is why I said we're probably not going to be using all of the ingredients or all of the stuff that I have laid out on the table, because we do have to work around this in the middle. So there we go. Now, that is pretty much it, and from here on, you know, you can light this whenever you're ready to do either your praying or your blessings or whatever it may be, or if you just want to have it lit on your altar as a cute little centerpiece, that's great. So now I'm going to kind of take some of my little figures and just decorate around, and then I'm going to leave the center open as much as possible with the sand and kind of fill in a little bit with the moss. That's why I don't need that big old bag, but that's all they really have. So let's just take some of our little figures and take all the price tags off. And I have one little thing I want to point out. Can we look at these little chairs? They're so adorable. I mean, look at those. They have the little butterflies on them. I love these. I had to get these. I didn't know what I was going to do with them at the time, but I had to buy those. Okay, so there's the little figures. And I definitely know I want the welcome figure. I kind of want that pointed to wherever my front's going to be. So we're going to do that one. And let me take out one of one of my packs of fairies. Okay, so I think I might only need one pack of fairies, and here is what they look like. They're just cute little resin fairies. Granted, paint job on them is not the greatest in the world, but hey, not everybody can have the time and paint miniatures, plus they're having to do these in mass quantities, and I'm pretty sure it's a computer doing it. So there are those. Now, like I said, I'm going to take it and I'm just going to pick whichever side's going to be my front and just kind of stick it in the sand as best as I can without disturbing the middle parts too much. And now I think I'm going to make it like they're looking at the, there we go, have it where they're kind of looking at the candle, you know, like it's like a little fire pit for them. I think that'd be kind of cute. And I have a little slide that we can stick in here so they can play. And I think that might be too much. So from here on, I'm just going to add my fairies. Now if you want to, you could have some like sitting in the chairs. You could do that. Or you could have them just like sitting around. So I'm going to put one like right there, and then one right there, and one right there. So I think that might do it for me. And what I might do with these, honestly, is just have them like kind of sitting up at the front on my altar or something like that. Now, and the idea I told y'all guys, I might go ahead and add 2 more fairies just like sitting in the chairs, like I said. The packaging got caught on my tablecloth. So I'm gonna use this one and just have her sitting in the chair. And I think I want to use I'm sorry guys, I think I want to use that one, have her sitting in the chair, and I don't want to leave this one left out, so I don't know, I'd like for her to be like with the rest of the stuff. So we'll just have it kind of, whoop, let me not break her, just have her kind of like that for now. And that's pretty much going to be it. Okay, so now is the time where we fill in with our moss and our flowers. So I'm going to put the moss down first, and it's already has like a little opening in it, so I'm just going to grab a little bit. Now this does get everywhere, so be mindful of that. And all I'm going to do is just set it in here. Now you probably could have put the moss down first. I know I have an older one that I've done, a small one, and I put the moss first and then I put the sand. So it's whatever's up to you. This is just how I wanted to do this one. And I'm just going to kind of tuck it around everything. Scissors can be used for poking and for cutting. Oop, okay. Like I said, this is gonna make, it's kind of gonna be messy, but what's a craft without a little bit of a mess? So, and it's okay if you get a little bit of the moss fall out, like in parts that you don't want it. You can either go back in with some tweezers and fix that, or you can just leave it alone to give it that really kind of natural kind of look, I guess. So we're gonna tuck that in a little bit. So there's that one. Here's that. And I'm just gonna tuck this in up here. And then once we get it all decorated, we can light it to see what it looks like. Okay. So just gonna tilt her a little bit just to get back behind there and kind of fill that in. And same thing with this girl and her chair. We're just gonna tuck that back in there. Okay, And I think I just got like a few more spots I'm going to fill in. And then this is pretty much done. So I want to pack a little bit more right there. And see, let's pack a little bit more down in here. And that pretty much has got it. So I'm going to grab my little lighter and make sure I stick that up. Okay. And there we have it, guys. There is your cute little kind of witchy crystal fairy garden. So now from here you can either leave it where you have it depending on where you made it, and I'm going to try to straighten up a little bit. Oh, I forgot our flowers. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let me go ahead and add these in. So I'm just going to pull them off of the, oh, I swear, my brain, scatterbrained. Okay. Because of the size, I may not use these, or I might use them in a different method. So hang on, let me figure that out real quick. Okay. I'm going to leave the stem. I wouldn't recommend cutting it with your scissors, but I forgot my wire cutters in the other room. So let's use this like a little tree. Now these are highly flammable, so I suggest pointing them away from the flames. You know, if you don't want to burn your house down, that might be a wise suggestion. Okay, I'm not going to use a lot of these. I'm just going to tuck a few kind of in there and kind of tuck it into the sand where it's good and deep. And like I said, I'm going to point them away from the open flame there. Now we're going to use the blue ones. We're just going to kind of use these like little trees. Okay, and if you want to, instead of using a real candle like I did, you can use a fake one. It just kind of depends on your preference. Okay, I'm just going to stick a few more of these in here. Alright, so I think that's enough of those. And let's do one of the yellow. I'm going to do one of the yellow. I like the yellow. And I'm going to bend that one a little bit so it really sticks away. Let's do one more of the yellow. Oh, I'm tearing my scissors up. This isn't good. I should have thought about this a little bit more ahead of time. But oh well. We live. We learn. And let's put this one over here. Give it a bit more color. Okay. Now, there you have it. There we go. That's what we end up with our little fairy garden. Let me just move some stuff out of the way and we'll readjust the camera angle. So give me a second for that. Alright, and there we have it. That is our cute little fairy garden. And yes, I'm sorry about the pausing and the transitioning there, so I'm hoping I can edit that, but if not, I'm sorry you're going to see it. But I hope y'all like this little fairy witchy tutorial. I thought it'd be a cute little, you know, short little craft to do, and it's inexpensive because all of these little figures and stuff, all these little figures, but like I said, they came from my local Dollar Tree and they only cost $1. Now Michael's and Hobby Lobby, of course, they have their fairy stuff out, and that stuff can run kind of expensive, but it depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. I really want to do a beach one because my altar is set up as a water, you know, as all the water, not water elements, as all the water deities and stuff, because that's what I am. I'm a water witch, or water Wiccan. But so my primary focus is on healing and the element water and stuff like that. So I might have to end up doing that with some, I have some actual sand that I asked whenever I went to the beach if I could have it. And, you know, done my offerings and stuff like that. So, but I'm just going to pick this up. So this is our finished product, and I think that looks downright adorable, especially if you look at it from the front. That looks super, super cute. So before I burn anything, I'm going to blow that candle out. So there we have it, our cute little, and you can kind of see it all the way around. I'm going to hold it up so you can really see it. So like I said, you can do these so many different ways and make them your own personal unique style. Even with the same kind of stuff that I got here, you can still do them so many different ways with different size containers, you know, whatever have you. And like I said, I just thought this would be a cute little craft for us to do, and I hope y'all really enjoyed it. If you've done any of like these fairy gardens and stuff, or if you already have something like this represented on your altar, let me know. I'd love to see them. I love seeing, you know, different kind of crafts and things that we do. I love to see what you guys come up with on your own. You can tag me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, or if you can somehow put a picture or a video in the comment section below, that would be super. And I think that's pretty much it, guys, for tonight. Hopefully I will get this video out by Wednesday. If not, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. But I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice through this video. But please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see all y'all lovely people next time. Hopefully in the next video I'll be able to do my shop tour, because I just made some new exciting stuff tonight. So I'm super excited about it. Yay! But anyways, I hope y'all have an awesome rest of the week. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!